Hello, doctor. I know you've been there. Not just tired, empty. I had been awake for over 36 hours, charting, running, answering calls, trying to stay sharp when my brain felt like wet paper. My phone had died sometime during the night. I hadn't eaten in maybe a day. My hands were shaking, but I didn't even feel them. I just kept going. Ward to theater to ER, numb, automatic. And then, right there in the corridor, I went down. No warning, no drama, just collapsed. The next thing I remember, a nurse was kneeling beside me. Someone else was holding my wrist, checking my pulse. They got me water, sat me up, asked if I could talk. I could, so I said I'm okay. And that was that. They helped me up, made sure I wasn't bleeding. Then someone said, just rest a few minutes. You'll be fine. And they left. Not out of cruelty. Not because they didn't care, but because they were busy too. Patients were waiting. Emergencies were still coming in. There was no time to fall apart. So I washed my face, straightened my coat, and went back to work. Because that's what we do, right? We fall. We stand. We carry on. Later that day, a patient's husband yelled at me. Said I looked tired. Said I probably didn't care about his wife. Said I shouldn't be a doctor if I can't handle the pace. I didn't argue. I just nodded and said, I understand. Then I smiled, excused myself, and cried alone in the stairwell. Doctor, do you know what it feels like to fall down, be helped up, and then expected to keep going like nothing happened? Not because anyone's cruel, but because there's just no space to be human. We work in a system that rewards endurance, not honesty. You're praised for pushing through, not for saying I need rest. But I've learned something since then. Taking care of yourself isn't quitting. It's what keeps you in the fight. Now I take breaks, even short ones. I ask for help before I break. And when someone looks like I did that day, I don't just walk away once they say I'm fine. Because I know what it feels like to be helped off the floor and left to figure out the rest alone. If you've ever reached your breaking point, quietly, and had to pretend you were okay anyway, you're not weak. You're not broken. You're just human. And that's enough. If this story feels like a version of yours, send it to clinicconfessions@gmail.com. Your voice matters, and your story might be exactly what another doctor needs to hear today. Clinic Confessions, real stories from behind the stethoscope.